Well, coming up this month, the Louisville Orchestra is continuing its annual American Music Festival, Festival of American Music Journeys of Faith. It will examine the experience and connection between Jewish and African American communities in Louisville. Joining me today with more on this upcoming performance, music director Teddy Abrams, Creator Corps members TJ Cole and Tyler Taylor. It is a pleasure to have you all here.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Always great to kind of put the spotlight on the Louisville Orchestra, our gem here in our region, right?
Absolutely.
You have to be so excited and proud of this festival.
I am very, very excited. This is an annual, really big thing that we do. This celebrates American music. We do it every single year. And this particular festival is a 2-week affair. We've got concerts coming up this weekend and then next weekend. And it kind of centers around 2 very large pieces by the great American composer Leonard Bernstein. Of course, you know him as the composer of West Side Story and Candide and On the Town. But he wrote these 2 great symphonies, his Second Symphony and his Third Symphony. And we decided to use those as the pillars to build these programs that have inspired a lot of other really incredible music that takes us on a really deep journey that asks all the big questions in life through musical art. And of course, a major part of this will be the world premieres of 1 piece on each program by 2 of our incredible members of our Creators Corps. Exactly. And we are the first orchestra, really since the time of Beethoven, to have...
That's big, Teddy.
That's big.
Okay,
to have composers living full-time in our city as a part of the orchestra. These are not just one-off pieces of music. These are 2 Louisvillians, I'm very proud to say, who have come here to be basically Louisville's town composers. And these are the pieces that they've been working on since they arrived in this city, and they're going to be premiered these next 2 weekends.
Well, Tyler and TJ, no pressure on that, right? You're our own, and we're going to lift you up. But I mean, describe kind of how that makes you feel to be kind of on this stage in this festival, showing your own pieces and previewing.
Yeah, I mean, it's very exciting. Like Teddy said, we've been working on these pieces since we started working as staff composers. So, you know, we've been working on these pieces for months and months, and my piece is coming up this weekend, and I'm actually performing synthesizer as a soloist, which is the first time I'm soloing with an orchestra. So I'm very excited to make my debut, but also nervous. What is the inspiration behind it? Give us kind of a preview of what we can expect. Yeah, so my piece is titled Phenomenal of the Earth. And it's titled that because I wanted to write a piece that was sort of inspired by nature and earth. I actually got to go and stay at the Bernheim Forest for a few days while writing this piece. So I came up with the core ideas while I was immersed in the forest, and Kentucky nature directly impacted my writing process. And this turned into an orchestra piece with synthesizer, and
It's going to be beautiful. I feel like sometimes sitting in nature, we hear all that, but for you to bring it together on that level, that gives me chills. I mean, that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean,
and
it's going to be
full
beautiful.
of surprises, by the way. I just want to say, I don't want to give away all the surprises, but it involves all kinds of cool things. Like, first of all, synthesizer, concerto, you don't see that basically ever. But there are also moments where the orchestra is asked to do very unusual things, like they get up and play alternate instruments, let's just say. There are all kinds of moments where what you expect from an orchestra on stage is not what TJ delivers.
Right, but isn't that the beauty of Creator Corps too? That, like, to have that freedom and that latitude to create. I feel like from that word, right, to do it and to do what you want with it is beautiful.
That's exactly right. It's an incredible piece.
Yeah.
It's really special.
All right, Tyler, what about you?
So for me, this opportunity is particularly special because I'm born and raised here in Louisville, and going to the orchestra and seeing the orchestra and studying with members in the orchestra in high school and even through college. So it's an especially gratifying opportunity to be able to work with the orchestra in this way. And also to go out into the community and teach composition in the public schools. It's been really fascinating. So for my piece, it's a piece for large symphony orchestra and saxophones. It's called Revisions. And so we don't normally see the saxophone in a symphony orchestra context. And I asked myself why that was. And the idea that I came up with is that it's kind of been left out in a way that that kind of bothers me, yeah. So
you decided to take advantage of that and like put it back in.
That's
so
right.
Good.
I wanted to see how I could bring it back into the orchestra and create the scenario that might create some analogies that get into the root of what Teddy was talking about, these communities that we're addressing through the Festival of American Music.
Has this just been, I mean, how can you even describe this experience to be a part of this?
I mean, it's
a Creator Corps in general, right? Like to have that opportunity.
Well, for me, it's kind of like a dream come true, you know, to be employed full time and to work with Teddy and to work with the orchestra and to essentially be given free creative reign to do what it is to realize our projects and to have an institution and an orchestra that really buys into it and supports it. It's hard to ask for more.
Beautiful. This is over, like you said, 2 weeks. Performance coming up this Saturday. I know that we have all the information, of course, like on the screen and where we can like link you up. But I think it's a wonderful opportunity that if you have not been to see the Louisville Orchestra, this is
us.
it.
Yes, it's all in our creative glory. Like this is what we do. This is our wheelhouse of doing kind of crazy, wild programs. So you're going to hear a lot of really big stuff, complex music that was written now, music that speaks to the issues that I think is what art is all about. It ultimately allows us to access the deepest things in life in a way that somehow lifts everybody up because we're experiencing it together in the concert hall. It's magical. And come for the world premieres. Come for Leonard Bernstein, who's kind of like our, I guess you could
Your
say, like
guiding light.
grandfather. Yeah, exactly. Because this is, I think if Leonard Bernstein was around today, he'd
Love
say
this.
a program like this is what we all need because creativity is living right here in our art city.
Oh, that was beautifully said. Teddy, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And TJ and Tyler, thank you again for taking the time and sharing your gifts with us and your talent. We want everybody to come on out and check them out. For concert details or to purchase your tickets, just head over to LouisvilleOrchestra.org.